Hi my friend, and welcome back to my channel. I'm so glad that you've come by and stopped again and watched one of my videos. If you've been feeling called to build a more secure future before starting a family, or maybe you already have a family and you know you need more time, more peace, and more financial breathing room, this video is for you. Today what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be breaking down the automated system that can help you build an online income without needing a huge following or without being online 24/7. Because let me tell you something, most people do not fail because they can't do this. They fail mostly because they don't understand the system and how it works. But don't worry, I'm going to be breaking it down for you so that you understand better. The problem is that when you don't understand the system, you just don't trust the process. And when you don't trust the process, you stop too early. And that's when people are just about to make a breakthrough. So today I want to show you this simple system that will help you build freedom. The kind of freedom that works while you sleep, while you're at work, while you're cooking dinner, and while you're busy praying for a future family that you've been praying for. And if you're new here, my heart is all about helping future-focused moms and dads build income with purpose so that they can create more security, more peace, and more options for the life they truly, truly want. So let's get into it. So first of all, the system is quite simple. So it looks like this. You've got your content, you got your call to action, your link, your capture page, email list, automated emails, your offer, and then your sales. That's it. That is the system. That is the engine behind the automated online business. And once you start understanding this, everything makes sense. Freedom comes from building a system that keeps working for you, even when you're not. Second part to this is that content creates connection. Let's get started with your content. Okay, content creates attention. This is your reels, TikToks, Facebook posts, stories, YouTube shorts, your lives, and even educational videos like this. But here's what most beginners get wrong. Social media is not there to close the sale. Social media is actually there to open the door. What it does is that it starts a conversation. It makes someone stop and think, wow, I actually relate to her. That's exactly how I feel. They might be thinking, oh, I want a better future too. Or they could be thinking, I just want to know more. That's what your content is supposed to do. So if it's not doing that, we need to fix something. Especially if your perfect customer is someone who wants more financial security, wants to start a family, but feels financially stuck, feels overwhelmed by the rising costs, wants to build from home, like a stay-at-home mom, or wants a real plan instead of just more fluff. So if that sounds like you, or the person you're speaking to, then your content needs to speak to that heart. Every post needs a CTA. So let's get into the call to action. That is your CTA. Every single piece of content should lead somewhere. You're not going to just to post. What you're doing is you're going to post to direct them somewhere. Your content should naturally tell people what to do next. This could sound like, grab my free blueprint in my bio. Comment the word blueprint and I'll send it to you. If you want the exact system that I'm using, the blueprint is waiting for you. It could sound something along the lines of join my free community if you want support while building this. People need clarity. If you inspire them but don't guide them, they're just going to scroll on past. So serving people actually includes just leading them. The next thing is your link and your capture page. Your link is not just a link. It's a bridge that takes people from one spot to the next. It takes them from being curious to committed. And your link needs to take them to your capture page. And that's where they opt in with their email address to get the free blueprint. That free blueprint should give them clarity, structure, hope, and a simple step. Because your audience doesn't need more confusion. They need to have a clear path. This next part is so important. When someone enters their email, they are literally raising their hand. They are saying, I'm interested. I want to know more. And this is why I say all the time, social media is a rented land. And this is why I say this all the time. Email is an asset, and email equals income. Social media is rented land. Algorithms change, views drop, accounts can fluctuate. You can literally lose your account overnight. But your email list, that is your audience. That is your relationship. That is your asset. And if you're building a future family, this matters so much because we are not here to just build random attention. We are here to build stability. So once someone opts in on your website, they should get the blueprint right away. and then they enter into your email sequence. This is where the real relationship builds. Because social media is public, your emails are personal. Inside your emails, you can teach, you can encourage. Inside your emails, you can teach, you can encourage. No. Inside your emails, you can teach, you can encourage. You can share stories, you can shift beliefs, you can build trust, break objections, and show people what's actually possible. And let me just share with you, here's the truth. People do not buy because they are pressured. People buy when they feel safe. Familiarity builds trust. Trust builds confidence, and confidence creates the action. And that is why automation is so important, and it matters because it helps you follow up consistently, even when life gets busy. And it does get busy. The offer needs to feel natural. By the time someone sees your offer, it needs to feel natural. Not forced, not awkward, not salesy. Because by now, they know you. They trust you. They've received value. They understand the system, and they believe that this could work for them too. And that's why I always say, the sale is a byproduct of tension, trust, and repetition. Now, let me give you a mindset shift that's going to change everything for you. Most beginners think, I need more followers. I did that. And no, you actually don't. You don't need tens of thousands of followers. What you need is a clear message, consistent content, a structured funnel, a strong free lead magnet, and an automated follow-up. You don't need a massive audience. You need the right people hearing the right message and entering the right system. And that is what changes the game. And for me, I truly believe this. If God has placed a desire for more in your heart, more peace, more freedom, more stability, and more options for your future family, then it's your job to steward that vision. Pray and move. Trust and build. Believe and stay connected. So if you're sitting there and thinking, okay, I get it, but I need more help setting this up, that is exactly why I built my community. If you want to be around people that are learning and building a real online income with structure, support, and strategy, come and join my free community. Inside, I share tips for beginners, content ideas, simple strategies, mindset shifts, and encouragement. And what's nice is that we have real conversations about building a future with purpose. And if you want to understand the exact kind of online system I'm talking about, grab my blueprint. Comment blueprint in the comment section below, or click my link in my bio or description to get my guide. And if you're wanting support while we build, join my free community too. You do not have to figure this out alone. I want to leave you with this. You do not need to have it all figured out today. You do not need to be perfect. Nobody is. You do not need a massive audience. You just need a message, a system, consistency, faith, and the willingness to keep going. Because the future you're praying for gets built one faithful step at a time. If this has helped you, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. Comment the word blueprint if you want the guide, and join my community if you're ready to build alongside others. I'm cheering for you always, and I'll see you in the next one.